The Cowboys head to Arizona.
I got the Cowboys on this.
I got the Cowboys on this too, but the Cardinals just came out of their bye week. Their first game out of the bye week's a home game. If there's any time they'd get their shit together and they'd show us that they're the Cardinals of old, it'd be this week. But I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna have a chip on his shoulder. Like, you're gonna put me on the block. You see what I did when they didn't pick me to like 26. Now you're gonna put me on the block, man.
And
Man.
half the Cowboys teams on the block. I don't know what else What are you gonna make out of that?
Yeah, if you're the, I feel like there's just a willingness to change too much in Dallas after a Super Bowl win. I think you should just hold your cards a little closer, but I'm not gonna tell you how to live. Um,
No loyalty in Dallas.
no loyalty. I can.
I'm
You
gonna
know
go
what?
Cowboys, but it's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
go Cardinals. I think that the Cowboys are gonna risk it for the biscuit. They're gonna be throwing the rock a little heavy towards Dez, maybe to Cole Beasley if he's still there. Uh, Arizona's got a pretty decent run defense. I'd look for them to get into Zeke's face all day. I look for Pat Pete to maybe come up with a game of the like. It's gonna be a really close game, but I think it's gonna come down to a Pat Pete interception on Dez. I think it's gonna be an X factor moment.
I keep waiting for the Cowboys to lay an egg, and to be honest, I probably called them out way too many times, and I might as well just bite my tongue and say, you know what? He's the cream of the crop in the NFC for a reason. He sits at the top.
Everything I said,
It-
the Cardinals have to not throw the picks. I know your quarterback is all right, so
Run the ball, man. He's got David Johnson, doesn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
and he has Theo Riddick.
I mean,
Theo's not exactly, but he's like a cheap Reggie Bush.
And bringing up David Johnson just on a quick point, I feel like that name has gone
Silent.
unspoken in this league, and that's
Yes.
sad because he's
a talent.
such a great player.
the other thing
Surprised he-
that
I'm
hurts him is
surprised he hasn't
Fitzgerald
hit the
retired
block.
too.
Yeah, Fitz did retire. Fitz was big for him in some key moments. I know personally he let Jerron Brown go a while ago. I have him on my roster, so I think he just has John Brown, and I don't know who else unless he drafted somebody. But I
I
mean,
think he still has Mr. DUI himself.
oh yeah, Michael Floyd.
Michael Floyd.
Yep.
That's
So-
right.
But so
Is he
I'm going
sober enough
Cardinals.
to get the job done.
I'm going
Never know.
Cardinals. Bills. Where you going? Asset's going Cowboys. I think you said Cowboys,
I'm going
too,
Cowboys.
right? Okay. All right. From there, we're going Dolphins, Lions. Lions were in a close game last week. Dolphins were also in a close game last week. Teacup. I don't know if he's going to be sipping pina coladas on the beach or not with his retirement, or if he's going to rock these. We didn't say this. We really didn't say this. This was supposed to be something we said at the beginning of the show. Week 5 and week 6, until I know otherwise, I believe we were running on default sliders. No sliders. We're going to run on the default game for the next 2 weeks to get a barometer on the update. Make sure that, we're not playing in a wacky setup. It's been brought to our attention that maybe things might be a little skewed. But we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see what happens. We'll probably take a vote on it from there. You guys have a take on it?
I think it's healthy. The update came out, kind of messed things up for a lot of people. So I think it's healthy for us to try it out and see where it goes. Just speaking on that, I know the Eagles. Not trying to call you out or anything, but you did blame the loss, kind of your last loss, to the sliders. But your last game, the sliders were on default. So you got to take that. You got to take that back, guy. That was all user.
There was another guy that called out the sliders for a last week loss. I won't name names, but he was a big pusher for the default sliders were put in there for him, putting a little work in there and talking in the admins. He knows who he is. The ones that need to know who he is. But let's just say we're gonna try it out for 2 weeks. Let's hope everybody feels the same way. Everybody's on the same playing field. That's all I can say about it.
Exactly. Everyone has to deal with the same consequences, more or less. Like, everything's going to be on the same even playing field, and, I don't see any issue with it. I think things are going to go smoothly as ever.
But I did hear behind the scenes that the Browns changes the sliders before his games and then changes them back for everyone else. So I don't know how true that is, but take it for what it's worth.
We're gonna
So
have these
that's why he lost
investigators
to the
also.
Bulldogs. Oh, all right, fair enough.
So let's go back to this Week 5 Dolphins-Lions matchup. I'm gonna go Dolphins because I'm not gonna doubt Teacup after like a tough loss. I don't know if the Lions have enough offensive firepower to compete with Teacup's defense. I know he's been playing pretty good ball, but yeah, I'm going Dolphins.
I wanna go. I'm saying Lions strictly because Teacup's breaking my heart. Man, he's talking about leaving and retirement and getting out of this division. We got a good rivalry going, and really hurts. So I want to see you lose, because you don't care about us no more.
Hell yeah.
All right. I thought I was gonna be the one that's gonna call Teacup out for the week, but I'm gonna say this. I think Teacup he's got his mind in the gutter right now. I would normally say this would be the week where he just puts the pedal to the metal, but you know what? I don't think enough of us know enough about Detroit yet. And
That's
the
true.
way this guy's talking about, this guy's trying to put Stafford out on the market for a reason. So maybe the new quarterback
commands
in
a large
Garoppolo's,
contract, but I mean, you would have to think all his stats are fucking fire still. He's got like what, a 97
True.
throw power?
But he's got
Yeah.
Garoppolo though. He's got his future.
Garoppolo, really?
Yep, Garoppolo. I don't know why, but Teacup, I think he's got to get his game back. Like, his defense is kind of taking a hit a little bit the last week or two. I think it's time for him to get his act together, but
I just don't see
this
anyone that
Lions team-
scares me. Lions defensively, like, I think if there's any week for Teacup to get back on track, it would be this week. He still has all his
disagree.
receivers. I mean, he doesn't have Darius Slay anymore. His best player is Ezekiel Ansah, who's getting kind of old. I don't know his acceleration rate at this point anymore. I don't know if he's getting off the edge. I mean, he may have added a few pieces that I'm not aware of at this very moment. I'll go to his page but
this matchup is Teacup's defense versus the Lions offense. And from everything I keep seeing is this Lions offense is explosive. If it's even in the 20s, I believe the Lions got him. Because I just don't see Teacup scoring enough points.
I'm looking at excuse me, I'm looking at the Lions stats defensively and offensively. Second in points per game, top 5 in yards per game. Defensively, bottom of the barrel. He's almost allowing 400 yards a game. But he's 10th in rush defense. So if he makes some picks along the way, he might have a shot. You're going to have to look for Eric Ebron to have a really good game. I suppose he does have Tyler Boyd, Golden Tate, and he has Terrell Pryor, which I don't know how good Terrell is at this point. DeAndre Levy's still around. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be a close game. I can see the argument if it gets to the point where you need 24 to 28 points to win, that the Lions are going to walk away with it. But I'm still going to go I'm going to go Teacup. I think that he wants to, if he does leave the league, I think he would want to go out on a winning note.
Make him prove it.
Make him prove it. All right, so we're going to go on to our next one. I think we got that one about covered. Falcons at Packers. Both squads are 1-3.
Both these teams like to play offense. I don't know about defense, but it's all about offense with these two guys.
If Jamie
my call
can
out of the
hold
week was the Packers.
Yeah, if Jamie can answer that bell and,
Is his quarterback still hurt?
Oh, fuck, that happened to him again?
Dak.
Yeah, is Dak
Yep.
still hurt?
This is
Throw
what you
the
get
man a
when you
bone.
trade away Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
No.
You've officially been cursed. You don't
Yeah.
trade
You've
away.
been
The
cursed.
Aaron Rodgers curse.
Yeah, you should know
Discount,
better. I'm sorry.
discount double check haunting.
Guy calls himself a Packer fan and he trades Aaron Rodgers away. I just don't get it. And now Aaron Rodgers is back on the block. It's driving me nuts.
Too much greatness for people to handle.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
It's like trying to ride a unicorn. You can't do it.
I'm
There's
gonna
our
go
quote
with
of the
this.
week.
My call out of the week. What was it?
That's the quote of the week right there. It's like trying
I
to ride a
missed it.
unicorn. You can't do it.
I'd rather ride a pony.
I dig a pony. So Falcons Packers. I'm gonna go Packers. I think that I don't know how dedicated. I don't remember his name at the moment, but the Falcons user. I know he switched from the Jets to the Falcons, but I don't see him on Slack a lot. I just don't see him spending a lot of time on the game. I see Jamie on the game all the time, even though he's making mistakes and getting hurt. I could see the Packers winning at home.
It's old Jet Life, new Matty Ice Cold, or whatever. I know it's Matty Ice.
Natty Ice, like the beer.
Matty Ice, like.
Oh, I'm okay.
The guy that
I was like, damn, he really likes ice.
The guy that fumbles away a Super Bowl. No, honestly, I think I gotta land on this one. I think Jamie's in a funk. I know ever since that car flipped, he was talking all good game, and it just keeps flipping in the wrong
Aaron Rodgers
direction.
got traded, man. Slippery slope.
I know, I think his head got scrambled in that accident, man.
Put that man on
in the
concussion
right
protocol.
Thank you. And we got him for one show, and he was already he was concussed before that, and you could just tell on the show. No, I got the Falcons in this one. I've seen the Jets, the former Jets, in his offense last year. If he keeps that offense even remotely good, yeah, he's got weapons, and I just think that defense is a little bit better than anything the Packers are showing right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Acid on this one. I'm going Falcons.
Okay.
3 to 7 point win.
And I'm just the outlier this week. All right, so our next matchup would be an NFC East matchup. Giants at Redskins. Can the Giants keep up with the Cowboys? Can the Redskins finally find a win? It's on the road.
Do we have
it's
a new
at
Redskins
Washington.
user?
Nope.
Okay.
If it's against the computer, the Giants probably win.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm kind of more worried about him if he goes against a computer. I mean, he's got a good mojo going right now. There's only one thing that can stop him.
He's in a good. I've been talking to him quite a bit. He's in a really good mindset when it's coming to the game. He's making. He's not rushing decisions when he's playing, and if you're not rushing yourself and you're playing the computer, and as long as some crazy bullshit Madden stuff doesn't happen, you got a shot.
Yeah, but look at the defense that he's going against. If you're a CPU defense, you got the two Rookie of the Year candidates last year on that defense. Rookie of the Year candidate in the running back. And in a CPU team, what's the one thing you hate going against? A decent quarterback. Kirk Cousins is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a sick matchup that might throw a little, rift into his plan right now. I personally think this might be the one game that he doesn't see coming with that, like I had with the Jets.
I think
it's the same game.
I think Vernon's gonna fuck shit up off the edge, and I think that's gonna really set a tone for the Redskins CPU unless we get a new user by then. I don't know. I'm going Giants, so
I don't know why. I got Redskins CPU.
I'm about to go Redskins CPU.
All right.
Ooh, man, you are by yourself today, man.
Yeah, I'm fucking feeling chilly over here by myself. Let's see. Jaguars at Indianapolis.
Game of the week.
This has been
right?
the game. This is pretty much game of the week. This is the one that we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I think this is game of the week. I mean, when you look at the rest of them, I'm on the fence. I'm personally, I think this is the big toss-up.
I think it personally comes down to if Chef is going to be able to stop. If he's going to be able to manage stopping the run.
It's bend don't break. Can he get field
this.
goals instead of touchdowns?
I think he could take this if he can stop the run. If he lets the run get loose and then you have to